Hi, good morning. I hope you all are enjoying your Saturday morning, and it is the start of the weekend officially, really on Friday night, but I like to say Saturday morning is really the official time of the weekend, the start. It looks like the sun is coming up in beautiful sunny Arizona. It is, I don't know, it's a little chilly for me, but it's not that bad for you guys out in the East Coast. I wanted to actually talk to you a little bit this morning about personal revelation, as I am in the now, literally reading the book, The Power of Now. And this book is really great. If you have not read this book, you have to read this book. I actually know a lot of this information already, and it is not only reaffirming my personal revelation, but it is making my beliefs even more solid. It feels really good to know that through personal revelation is truth in itself. So, what am I really talking about here? I don't know if any of you have ever received personal revelation, but we receive it every day, whether we realize it or not. If you are awake and aware of yourself, then you will be aware of your personal revelation. What's so great about personal revelation is it is truth that you seek. When you are trying to find out truth with something, whatever it is that you are wanting to know, we find our own revelation. Now, this revelation can happen through reading scriptures. It could happen through prayer. It can happen through your dreams. It can happen through with meditation, yoga, anything that makes you able to connect with yourself in some way, form, or another is going to put you in a position where you are able to receive personal revelation if you are open. So, like, we receive personal revelation every day, multiple times a day. It's continuously coming through. But are you listening? Do you hear this personal revelation? Do you hear the answers that the universe is providing for you? Well, a lot of us don't. So how do you hear this personal revelation? My lips a little dry, kind of from being outside. And anyways, so how do you get personal revelation? How do you achieve this? Well, you need to open yourself up. How do you open yourself up? Opening yourself up means that you need to dig deep inside yourself and you need to become aware of yourself. Becoming aware of yourself means becoming aware of your thoughts, becoming aware that you are being. You are here, you are present, you are now. When you can understand that you are here and present and you can understand what being is, and you can understand that we are all connected as well. We are all one in energy, and when you can understand that, you're able to be open. When you love yourself, that, I'm going to tell you right there in itself, is literally the key. You want to know how to become open? You need to love yourself. So how do you love yourself? It's difficult. It's so much more simple to say, just love yourself. It is not an easy task to love yourself. If you are in a position right now where you don't feel that you love yourself, know that you are not alone. We all go through this in our lifetime, some more than others. But know that you are very much loved. You are very much adored. There is a bigger support network out there and people that love you and care for you, and the Creator in himself loves you more than anything. If you ever were to sincerely ask with a open heart in a prayer and ask your Creator, how much do you love me? Show me. Keep your eyes closed. Be on your knees. Be in a humble position and pray that. And wait. Open yourself to Him, and He will tell you just how much He loves you. It will be a feeling of unspeakable joy that will literally flood over the essence of your being. It's an amazing feeling. For you to open yourself up and love yourself, I'm going to give you an exercise. If you've never done this before, I want you to do this. I promise you will be different at the end of the next 10 days. So from today, you start. So what you do, you look at yourself in the mirror. I don't know, say a couple minutes, 5 minutes. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I love and accept myself for who I am. And you can say it in whatever form you want to, whatever is comfortable for you, but just know that love and acceptance has got to be in that sentence. I love and accept myself for who I am. I love and accept myself for who I am. So you're going to repeat, I love and accept you for who you are. I love and accept you for who you are. You're going to tell yourself this, and you're going to look at yourself directly in the mirror. You're going to do this for 5 minutes. If you feel uncomfortable doing it for that long, then just start with the 2 minutes. And you're going to do this for 10 days. The first day that I did this, I bawled my eyes out. I could not honestly tell myself that I loved myself without crying. Without crying, like really. That was really sad. And that makes me sad right now because I'm reliving the experience by, thinking about it. The feelings that flooded through were so difficult to deal with, and I realized at that point in my life that I really did not love myself. I thought I did, but it was a very fake way. And I think a lot of us experience this because really truly loving yourself is very difficult. Especially if you have things that you have to work out from your past. If you have people that hurt you. If you have people that you have hurt. Those things you have got to work through. You need to forgive. You need to forgive yourself. And you need to maybe, what I did and what really helped me, and this is from the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hayes. What I did is I wrote a letter to all of the people that I felt that I needed to close the chapter with that I hadn't done yet. And it was the best thing that I could have ever done for myself. I didn't ask and did not want, but if they did respond, I would have responded back. But I did not want to really open any of those doors. I just wanted to close the doors. So I'm really glad that no one really responded back in regards to wanting to be in touch. Well, one person did, but I can't. I don't, like I said, I wanted to close those doors. It was time for me to move on. I realized that my pain that I was feeling was self-inflicting pain. It was pain that it was unnecessary pain. And I actually had a medium tell me this. I fully 100% believe in mediums. We all are, in essence, some form of, have the ability of being a medium. It's something that you practice on a daily basis. It's something that you, for one, have to be open and conscious. You have to realize that your mind, body, and spirit are all three separate. They are not the same. You have to understand, and when you can separate those three from themselves and understand and be in the now, and understand also that your thoughts affect your daily life. That's why I'm having you do that exercise. And you change your way of thinking, basically giving yourself a different paradigm. You're able to move forward. You can heal. When you can heal, you can love yourself. Last year, I went through a very healing journey. I had an overwhelming sensation to go up to Sedona. Okay. This was before I read the book, You Can Heal Your Life. I went up to Sedona because I just had to. Like, it was poking, and for months I just was like, had this little thing, poke, just go. Well, finally I went, and I have another one. I have another feeling that I need to go up there. There's something waiting for me up there. So, when you get those feelings, you need to act on them. You need to act on your intuition. When I acted on my intuition, I was blessed. There's a lot of information, a lot of personal information that I do not share on Facebook or with family because it is unnecessary. It is my own experience. I can work through my own problems. So I don't necessarily believe in getting family involved in my issues unless I really, really need help. I believe that in order for one to progress in life, one has to work through their own problems. You can't have somebody else fix your problems for you. You've got to deal with the pain, and you got to work through it. So you need to read this book, for one. When I went up to Sedona, and my bestie with me, and I went into my favorite crystal shop. It is literally by far my favorite, has the best energy, in my opinion, in there. And the owner, well, one of the owners, I had the privilege of speaking with her, not last year, but the year before that. And she gave me some really great advice. So I wanted to go back there and see her. I wanted to talk with her and thank her. She wasn't there. She was off that day, which was a bummer because we were only going to be in town for that day. But I was able to meet another lady, and she was absolutely amazing. She was who I was supposed to meet. Now, this is kind of exciting. If you're someone who is spiritual, you're going to understand how exciting this is. When one is going through healing, and like I said, we all are made of energy. I'm going to trail off for just 1 second. We're all made of energy. We have what is called an aura. Our aura is the energy it's the energy that's coming in, and it's the energy that's coming out, as far as the colors go that you can see. Some people are sensitive to the light, like the light spectrum, and they're able to see others' auras. I personally am not that sensitive. However, I have been able to manifest my own aura before, but I was very, 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 very spiritually in tune at that time. Something like that for someone, when it develops, comes later. Way, way, way later. Right now, I'm reawakening and have been reawakening myself. I haven't been awake since I was a teenager, since I was like 16, 15 years old. That's the last time that I spiritually really went in depth. And I did things that I didn't understand, but I did them because they felt right and they felt good. And this is what it is what I'm doing now spiritually, with my spiritual progression and meditation and oneness and connectedness with personal revelation. So the reason why I'm talking about like the aura part of it is because when you go up there, you can get, so what they do is there's like this device that you put your hand on, and it can read the energy, and it is able to show you your aura. Now, my aura, naturally, I am an indigo. Said that wrong. I am an indigo. I am an indigo child. If you don't know what an indigo child is, you need to go look that up. It explains a lot for me. When I found out that I was an indigo child, at that time, 2 years ago, when I met the owner of the crystal shop, she was the one that came up to me and started talking to me. There was another worker in there, another employee that was there, but she's the one that came up to me, and I know why she did. She was supposed to tell me that I needed to protect myself and keep a dream journal. Protecting myself by building a shield when I meditate. What's funny about that is I actually told her I'm actually already doing that. And I did it because I started doing it because it came to me through personal revelation. It came to me and it felt natural, so I was doing it. And she also told me to keep the dream journal. She also asked me, she didn't ask me, this is what she said. She's like, you know you're an indigo child. Do you know what that is? And it was funny that she said that, because I was just getting into understanding what an indigo child was, and I had a theory, an inkling that I was an indigo child. So when she told me that, a complete stranger that does not know me and was able to tell me other things that no one knew but me, I knew that she was the reason why I was supposed to go up there. There was an answer that I was looking for, and I wanted to seek it through personal revelation. And I listened to my intuition, and I went up north, and I got my revelation. Well, this last year, when I went to Sedona and met this wonderful lady that referred me to this book called You Can Heal Your Life, she gave me an aura reading just like the other previous lady did. And last time my aura was purple, a mystical pink color. She didn't know what that was. I don't know what that is either. I have the paperwork still too. But it was purple, the indigo color. I had like this mystical pink in there. It was like a playful color. There was a couple other colors in there as well, but mainly the indigo, the spiritual purple color. My favorite color is purple. So, anyways, this time when I got my aura done, my aura was different. My aura was orange, like this orange, not like a dark orange and not like a light orange, not like a regular color orange. It was a little bit on the darker side, but like mucky. Orange and yellow and a little bit of green. Tiny bit of green, but orange and yellow. She looks at me. She's like, "This is not your natural state." And she starts talking and saying a couple other things. And then I said to her, "How do you know that? How do you know that this is not my natural state?" She's like, "Because I was told." It is not my natural state. Yellow and orange is not my natural state. And little did she know at that time that I was going through a healing journey of trying to heal my past. And the reason why this is so significant is because she went on to tell me that I was healing before I even opened my mouth and told her and asked her, "How do you know that?" And then I began to tell her that, I'm an indigo child and my natural, aura is usually, indigo. And I also had like white in my indigo aura as well. The white part of it was around the crown. So I'm not really sure what that means, me being in my natural state if I have white around my crown. If there are those who are out there that are educated in the metaphysical field and understand the aura and energies, if you could please contact me. I am interested actually in finding out what that means. Otherwise, I will find out myself. So this is also significant because I didn't tell her any information until after she did my reading. She did not know that I was at a point in my life where I was healing. She did not know that I was trying to purge all of the pain that I was experienced, that I had inflicted on myself and held on to from past experiences, from people that have had severely hurt me. I, at that point, also had thought I moved on before I had embarked on that journey. So it was a little bit of a shock for me to have to relive all of those emotions again. She then went on to tell me how important it was for me to keep a dream journal, which I am really bad about, but I try to keep a journal as much as I can when I dream. It's like that other guy a couple months ago told me to do it too. I need to start being more consistent with that. But what's basically where I'm going with this is she didn't know anything about me, and she read me like a damn book. And there's a reason why I was supposed to go up there. It was because she was going to give me personal revelation, and she gave me that book. She gave me homework. The homework was to look at yourself in the mirror for 10 days and do that exercise that I just asked you to do. If you are ready to move on, if you are ready to become your true self, your open self, if you are ready to experience love, unspeakable joy, peace within yourself, within your life, purging out all of the negativity, all the negative thoughts, all the old patterns and ways of thinking. If you are ready to embark on a journey that is not only difficult, but most importantly, rewarding, then I really suggest that you do that activity, or you do what I asked you to do with looking at yourself for the next 10 days in the mirror and telling yourself that. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to pick up that book. You're going to go to the library, or you're going to buy it on Kindle. You're going to go to the bookstore and you're going to get the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hayes. If you have not read the book, The Power Is Now, then you need to read that book as well. After you're done reading the healing book, you will be ready for the power of now. I would love it if you would be as brave and bold to share your story with others. Embark on this journey not alone, but with support. I am here if you have any questions or if you need support, personal, weight training support, spiritual support, whatever it is that you need, I am here. My door is always open, and I love each and every one of you the same as Christ loves you. You all have a wonderful day, and God bless.